here in the United States, this week's election means that President Barack Obama would be leaving the White House in January. Many in Africa consider Obama as one of their own. What will be his legacy? Jill Craig has that story.
Hopes were high in Africa when President Barack Obama took office. Perhaps too high, suggests Kenyan political commentator Barack Muluka.
And if we in Africa were looking up to him to come with a magic wand to solve our problems, then I think our expectations were misplaced. He was not the president of Africa. He has been the president of the United States of America, elected by American citizens, and his foreign policy will be governed first and foremost by American interests.
As president, Obama made 4 trips to sub-Saharan Africa, visiting 6 countries. He has challenged African governments on issues like human rights. He set the tone during his first visit in 2009 to Ghana when he said Africa doesn't need strong men, it needs strong institutions. A highlight of his Africa foreign policy has been his emphasis on trade, not just aid.
I think President Obama built a framework for the U.S. corporate sector to get engaged with Africa by consistently engaging through the business councils and so forth. It sort of de-risked Africa in a lot of U.S. corporate minds, and I think that was an important achievement that the president made.
Obama also made a point of addressing African youth, a group he focused on throughout his time in office. Here he is in Kenya in 2015.
And when it comes to the people of Kenya, particularly the youth, I believe there is no limit to what you can achieve.
And Obama's message of hope to Africa and its young people may be what defines his legacy here.
He's shown Africa a higher path, and I think he's done this generally. That's been his politics, that he's always lifted people's heads up and says, look where you can go. On first.
Obama launched the Young African Leaders Initiative in 2010 to help promising young people across the continent prepare for leadership positions. More than 250,000 people have joined the Yali network so far, and in 2016, 1,000 fellows attended leadership programs at U.S. colleges and universities. Jill Craig, VOA News, Nairobi.
Well, now to South Africa. It's a different president with a different story. President Jacob Zuma stands accused of improper dealings with wealthy businessmen, and many South Africans are calling for his resignation. Channels Television's Johannesburg bureau chief, Betty Dibia, has that story.
It seemed quiet outside the court, but a lot was happening inside. Close by, opposition party groups were marching in defense of the constitution, they say. The court did rule that the so-called state capture report be made public same day.
Tonight we'll be reading this report, and every time we speak, people think we play games. It is because we knew that we had a watertight case and that Zuma had no leg to stand on.
He is unfit to be president. He's violated the constitution, and today this state capture report will ultimately lead to us, whatever the report says and whatever actions we take. Remember, we've asked him to resign. Parliament must remove him next week, and he must face criminal actions if it is so proven in the report.
Civil society groups, including ANC stalwarts, also met on the sidelines under the umbrella Save South Africa. Is this the beginning of the end for President Jacob Zuma? He survived votes of no confidence as well as an impeachment vote in Parliament. And despite increasing calls for him to step down now, most of his staunch supporters insist that his mandate ends in 2019 and not earlier.
If people they think the president is not good enough at the moment, those are the people that they can decide to change everything in this country.
What we really want to see in our country is a government that sticks to, abides by, respects the Constitution of South Africa so that all the people in our country can live a life of dignity.
Several reactions have trailed the release of the report. The president is studying it to see if there is any need for a legal challenge. The ruling African National Congress has welcomed it in the spirit of its introspection. One of those mentioned in the report for alleged questionable interactions with the Gupta family and their energy business, Tegata, is the Chief Executive Officer of the state-owned energy company, Eskom, Mr. Brian Molefe. He didn't take kindly to the content of that report concerning him and even got emotional at a point.
The public protector has painted him. There will be a commission of inquiry established 6 months from now. We will get the results maybe 18 or 24 months from now. And I do not think that the basis of what she says about Eskom and myself is correct.
A full transcript of the President's 4-hour meeting with the former public protector has been made public. President Jacob Zuma returns to the country from Zimbabwe to more fights on his hands, especially in Parliament, where he will appear soon. From Johannesburg, South Africa, Betty Dibia, Channels Television News.
You're watching Africa 54. I'm Vincent McCory. In Kenya, some farmers are embracing solar-powered drip irrigation systems for their crops and saving money in the process. VOA's Paul Dio has the story.
Irrigation can be a problem for small-scale farmers in Africa. In Kenya, many are harnessing that power to help them irrigate their fields. Peter Mathenge has installed solar panels in his field to power a drip field irrigation system on the outskirts of Nairobi.
For me, solar irrigation kit is very important. Without it, we spend $300 every month. Actually more than $300 every month to buy diesel.
Sun Culture designs, manufactures, sells and distributes solar-powered irrigation systems in Africa. We were the first company in Africa to commercialize solar-powered irrigation. We have just released Africa's most affordable irrigation kit, and we're the only SME in the world providing a turnkey solar-powered irrigation solution for farmers.
Samia Ibrahim was one of the African innovators competing at the recently concluded AG Innovation Summit, organized by USAID. The event attracted more than 50 agricultural technology innovators and investors.
Pumps water to an elevated tank using the power of the sun, and then uses the gravity to release water through irrigation, delivering water effectively to crop roots. And we sell directly to farmers in Kenya and in East Africa.
Ibrahim wants more farmers to have access to technology and says it will change the future of farming.
A farmer in Kenya wants one of our products. The farmer calls us. We send a technician to our farm. The technician does a survey on our farm. We give her a quote, and as soon as she pays, we deliver the product directly to her farm the next day. And one of our trained technicians and agronomists goes, installs the system, gives her training, and gives her agronomy support on the spot.
Many Kenyan farmers irrigate their farms by flooding the land from nearby rivers, dams, wells, and boreholes, which can erode and deplete the soil of its much-needed nutrients. Methenge is quick to note the benefits of embracing new technology.
If Africa is to break through, if we are ever to break through as farmers, we got to start embracing technology, and that's what we have done. Without technology, this piece of land, this small piece of land here, you could harvest something like 90 kg per week, but after embracing technology, we are harvesting on average 160 kgs of budded chilies in an eighth of an acre.
The Sun Culture kits range from $400 to $2,500 US. Paul Ndiho, VOA News, Washington.
It's time now for a short break, but before we go, a reminder to visit our website. It's channelstv.com for all the latest information anytime, any day. You can also find us on youtube.com/channelsweb. And still to come, in South Sudan, an effort to tackle some of the things that have historically contributed to unequal education opportunities for girls and boys. Well, that story will bring you after the break.